Hi, I'm Ali and a warm welcome to Face Yoga Master. So in today's video, we're going to use our Gua Sha tool here for the chin area and also the jawline. We're going to be helping with lymphatic drainage and also smoothing out some of these fine lines and wrinkles. Now, first things first, I want to start off with clean skin, and you also want to make sure that your tool you're using is also clean. Now, Gua Sha tools come in lots of different materials and different shapes and sizes. This is a kind of typical one, a jade Gua Sha tool. One I have here is a rosehip one, slightly smaller, great for the eyes. Now you want to make sure that that's nice and clean as well. So it's been washed previously in some warm soapy water and then finished off with a final cool rinse. So once we've done that, I'm going to apply a little bit of facial oil, and I have a rosehip oil here, just to the skin. If you like, you can also use a face cream, although you don't have to use anything. But I do tend to find that by adding a little bit of facial oil, you're kind of almost double bubbling in a way, because whatever you apply to your skin is going to penetrate in even better and deeper when you're using the Gua Sha tool. So just all along the jawline and the chin area, and also under the jawline, side of the ears, and also down that big SCM muscle down to the side of the neck and the collarbone. So first of all, we just get the lymphatics going. So where our collarbone is, you have some indentations just above. And if you can just give those a few gentle presses. And then using our tool, I'm going to use this part first, placing one hand as an anchor, starting nice and flat from the collarbone and very gently lifting up from the center to the neck to the chin area, and then slightly turning the Gua Sha tool and working all along the jawline towards the back of the ear. And then once we get to the back of the ear, just glide down that big SCM muscle down to the collarbone. And then on the other side, flat of the hand, taking our tool, lifting all the way up. Now I like to use my Gua Sha tool fairly flat, as I think you get a little bit more of surface area if you like. And you want to be kind of mindful and slow when you're doing this. Down that big SCM muscle down to the collarbone. So now we're going to take the tool. I'm going to use this part first, and I'm just placing my hand again as an anchor, just gently coming in an outwards motion from the chin towards the jawline. And this is fairly light. We have plenty of lymph nodes here, so you don't want to be squishing and squashing. You just want it nice and light. And then on the other side. And then taking the tool, which is the top parts here, just coming in an upwards motion as well. And then once we've done that, we're going to take this part here, placing hand as an anchor, and we're just going to work under the jawline towards the ears. And when you get to the ear, if you just give it a little wiggle just to get the lymphatics going by the side of the ear where we have plenty of lymph nodes. And we do this 3 times on each side. Now, if you can, if you like, take a couple of deep belly breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth to really help with oxygen to the facial and the neck area. Now let's work a little bit on the chin area here. Now we have a great acupressure point here, so I'm going to use the top part, well, bottom part if you like, if you hold it that way, and we're just placing it just in the middle of our chin area. First of all, just do a few gentle pulsates, if you like, going up and down, and then just round circular motion one way, and then the other. And then taking the tool, this part, taking our fingers as an anchor again, and now we're working more of the middle part of the jawline along that bone towards the ears. Now, I've been a facialist for the last 7 years, and I'm really passionate about skincare, facial tools, and also, doing it kind of like naturally, if you like, in a natural way. So if you'd like to check out my description box, I do have a course there. And also, if you please leave a comment down below and tell me if there's anything you'd like me to share with you, any more fascia work or lymphatic drainage, and also obviously face yoga and facial massage. And then working top part of the jawline here. Again, hand as an anchor, particularly with older skin. So I'm in my mid-50s now, so everything, you start to lose collagen and elastin within the skin. So you want to really make sure that you're not stretching the skin and that everything is nice and fluid and smooth, if you like. Again, placing hand as an anchor onto the chin and then just gliding along that jawline. We're going to be smoothing out any fine lines and wrinkles in this area. And then we're going to take the tool and we're going to use this part here. I'm placing hand as an anchor again, starting from the chin, slowly working up towards the lip, and then working along the jawline, coming upwards as far as you can to the cheekbone. Lower part of the face, lifting everything up rather than dragging anything down. And just work along towards the ear. And then on the other side, again placing our tool here, and then we're just going to lift up towards the lip. It's quite a good idea when you're doing this if you have a mirror in front of you so you can actually see what you are doing. And then once we've done that, placing hand, just gliding along now, lower parts of the face, smoothing everything out. And on the other side, probably find they'll also be helping smoothing out any of those fine lines and wrinkles in the smile lines. And then taking the parts here, we're just going to do one ear at a time. You just want to come down in a downwards motion, nice and flat, front of the ear, again where we have plenty of lymph nodes, and then the back of the ear. And then you want to take this part, it cups quite nicely under the ear, and again just glide down, nice, slow and mindful, down that big SCM muscle down to the collarbone. And then on the other side, taking this part here and just glide down front of the ear and then behind the ear. And then taking this part, cupping behind the ear and then just gliding down the big SCM muscle down to the collarbone. And then for a final lymphatic drainage release, which I always do, it doesn't matter if it's lymphatic drainage or if it's a massage or face yoga or facial exercise, you want to finish off with the all-important drainage massage so you can release all the toxins and waste within the area. So I like to place my hand, almost our beginning starting point, if you like, where our collarbone is, just above. And if you can just give those a few gentle presses, this will release all the bad toxins and waste within the lymph. So I will place another video here if you'd like to join me there. And if you're not already subscribed, please consider subscribing, sharing and also liking. It really helps with the algorithm. And also please comment down below, tell me where you're from and what your main skin concerns are so I can help you in sort of future videos if you like. And please also check out my Shopify store. I have some great products on there which I absolutely love and I know you will love. And I really look forward to seeing you in the next video. Okay, bye.